You don't need an easier life. You need a stronger spirit. Some of you are praying for comfort while standing in the very pressure that's building you. You keep asking God to remove the weight. But what if the weight is the answer? You don't grow in ease, you grow in resistance. Muscle requires tension, faith requires testing, character requires friction, and if everything feels heavy right now, maybe it's not punishment. Maybe it's preparation. Maybe you're not being blocked. Maybe you're being built. We've confused peace with easy. If it's hard, we assume it's wrong. If it stretches us, we assume it's not meant for us. But growth has never felt convenient. Discipline doesn't feel spiritual. It feels repetitive. Waking up when you don't feel like it, doing the work when no one else sees it, staying consistent when results are invisible. That doesn't feel powerful. It feels ordinary. But power is built in the ordinary, not in the emotional highs, not in the motivational spikes, in repetition, in structure, in quiet consistency. The world sells comfort, but comfort rarely produces strength. Look at the systems around you. Food delivered instantly, answers in a second, validation and notifications, entertainment without effort. Everything is designed to remove friction. And slowly, we've lost our tolerance for resistance. The moment something feels uncomfortable, we exit. The moment something challenges our ego, we defend. The moment something requires patience, we quit. And then we wonder why we don't feel strong. Strength is not given in comfort, it's forged in constraint. You pray for strength, but strength requires wait. You pray for patience, but patience requires delay. You pray for discipline, but discipline requires repetition. You pray for confidence, but confidence requires competence. And competence requires practice. The prayer isn't wrong. The expectation is. We want transformation without tension, breakthrough without process, elevation without endurance. But the process is the answer. God doesn't remove every obstacle. Sometimes He leaves it there. So you become the kind of person who can handle more. Pressure doesn't create weakness. It exposes it. And that exposure is a gift. Because what's revealed can be refined. You don't discover your limits in ease. You discover them in resistance. The moment you want to quit, the moment you want to blame, the moment you want to escape, that's the mirror. That's where growth lives. Not in applause, in adjustment. Real strength is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up again and again and again. That's controlled power. That's spirituality. That's spiritual maturity. That's the energy of someone who isn't shaken by difficulty. The version of you that wins doesn't avoid pressure. It adapts to it. It stops asking, why is this happening to me? And starts asking, what is this building in me? It stops negotiating with comfort. It starts training for capacity. Because capacity determines calling. And if you want a bigger life, you need a stronger foundation. And foundations are built underground. Unseen, uncelebrated, uncomfortable, but solid. Stop asking for easy. Start asking for endurance. Stop asking for comfort. Start asking for strength. Because when you stop resisting resistance, you stop being fragile and you start becoming formidable. If you're done asking for easy, comment "built under pressure" in the comments below. We don't shrink from resistance here. We rise through it. That's the motivational spirit. Thank you.